We have added an estimate dropdown above the project tabs. The dropdown will contain all of the estimates in the project. All of the tabs will display data for the selected estimate. Enter the estimate name. We have added a scope of work description text box that you can use to describe the scope of work to your customers. The scope of work description will be added to the right of the estimate dropdown. It will also be displayed in your documents. The scope of work description has been added to the right of the estimate dropdown. Click the dropdown button. Select the estimator. This is not a requirement. If you're working from a set of blueprints, enter the first blueprint date. If you're working from a set of blueprints, enter the last blueprint date. If you know the square footage of the estimate, you can enter it here. The Bid Price Data tab will show you a cost per square foot price. Select the Architect Company dropdown. The dropdown will display the architect companies that you have already created. Select the architect company. This is not a requirement. Select the Architect Contact dropdown. The dropdown will display the architect contacts that you have already created. Select the Architect Contact. This is not a requirement. TurboBid's labor units represent roughly 1/2 of the National Electrical Contractors Association's labor unit. TurboBid's labor units work well for commercial estimates, as well as service work estimates. For any estimates that have a different pace than commercial work, such as residential work, you may need to adjust the labor units for that estimate. For example, we feel that the pace on a residential job site is roughly 30% faster than the pace on a commercial job site. If this were the case, you would select the residential type of work and enter -30% for the percentage. Select the Type of Work dropdown. The dropdown will display various types of work. Select the Service Remodel type of work. Since TurboBid's labor units work well for service work estimates, there is no need to adjust the labor units.